Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I just want to give you guys a look at one of my newest acquisitions. This is actually a new model from Gavko called the Spinner, and at the time of this video, I think this is only one of two in the wild, so I'm pretty fortunate to have acquired this one. His last online sale, he put up 5 knives at once, and I just started clicking on as much as I could, as quickly as I could, and thankfully everyone was going for an S90 black tip, and I was somehow fortunate enough to snag first spot on this one. So anyways, I just want to give you a quick overview or look at this knife, again called the Spinner model. This particular one is done in a bark and crater finish, and the colors he used were his Arctic gray and a bronze combination. So yeah, so let's talk about the specs, just talk a little bit about this knife. I've done a few other Gavko videos. I think this is the 5th one to land in my collection, and I made the mistake of letting go of my last Mako drop point, so I'm not going to get rid of any more Gavkos. That is a sale I definitely regret. So alright, enough intro. Let's talk about the specs real quick on his new model, the Spinner here. So first and foremost, of course, it's a frame lock flipper. It's done in kind of that upswept Persian style blade, and incorporates all the Gavko-y things that that Mike's really well known for, such as excellent ergonomics, hard use finishes, a lot of detail, and those are all things that I love. I certainly love a knife that I can carry and use without worrying about scratching it or damaging the knife in any way. So all right, overall length 8.75 inches on this model here. The blade length is 3.8 inches from essentially the tip to the handle, but because it is a Persian or upswept blade, the cutting edge is actually 4 inches, so you gain 0.2 inches because of the blade shape. So, one of the benefits to this type of blade shape. Blade steel is Mike's favorite, which is AEBL steel, and although the collectors seem to prefer the S90 and S110, this is Mike's favorite steel to work with and to actually use on his knives. So handle length 4.75 inches. Handle thickness is 0.474 inches, so relatively thin in the hand here. The handle width at the widest portion is 1.68 inches and then tapers from there. And the hardness on that AEBL steel is 61. So yeah, so again, excellent ergonomics. No jimping to speak of. I haven't ever found a knife of his that uses it because of the attention to detail and the ergonomics. So really cool. I think it's a really cool blade shape, really cool handle shape. So it's still very Gavko-y as compared to like the Makos and so forth, but very smooth, excellent flipping action. So yeah, let's do some macro shots to show you guys the finishes here. So acid etched stonewash blade. You can see the bark finish here on the flats of the knife, and then that also transitions into the spine as well, which is really cool. On the main portion of the handle here, on the flat portion, you do have the crater finish. And then the edges that have been chamfered have also been given the bark finish. So hopefully you can see kind of the gray, Arctic gray and bronze coloration with the macros here. And all of this work is done by hand. So he does use water jet to cut out the basic shapes, and then from there he goes in and does the actual shaping and the contouring and all the finish work and the sharpening and everything else by hand. So just uses the water jet as a time-saving measure so he can do knives more quickly, which is good because his knives typically sell in less than 10 seconds. So demand is still very, very much outweighing supply. 3D titanium pocket clip. Also been given the bark finish, also the same coloration. So yeah. So anyways, that's kind of what the new model looks like here. let's talk about some of the changes or size comparisons with my S110 concealed carry Mako. So, actually let's pick it up. So the Mako, the spinner is actually a little bit bigger than the Mako, slightly longer in the handle. I just don't know if the camera's picking this up well. Well, I guess the handles are fairly comparable. Yeah, slightly longer in the handle. Then the blade, as you can see, it's a little bit longer, and it has a longer cutting edge because of that upswept blade. But here's some of the changes he's made on the new models. As you can see, he does have a larger thumb cutout here as compared to his older models. And some of the benefits that the larger hole cutouts afford, the hole travels further down the blade, so it's actually easier to do the middle finger flick now. It's easier to do a thumb flick. No, I botched that. Okay, trust me, it is when you're not underneath the camera. There we go. And then something else that this longer hole affords is you can actually roll open the knife using your thumb. So if you don't want to flip it, you don't want to middle finger flick it or any of those other things, you can roll it open with the larger hole. So anyways, I'm not sure if every new model is going to incorporate the larger hole, but I know some of them certainly have already, some of the Makos even. But yeah. So let's see. I guess that's pretty much it for the most part. Again, there's not really any point going into super specific detail on these knives. They are very difficult to acquire. Again, the demand is very much outweighing supply, but if you really want to get one and you're diligent, it's certainly possible because it's first come, first serve on his website. So, and that's something that I really like about Mike. You know, it's not, you have to be part of an inner circle and you have to be one of 5 or 6 people, or you have to be friends with those 5 or 6 people. It's just first come, first serve. So, you know, that's how I've been able to acquire mine, and just a lot of refreshing on the page when he says they're going to go up. But yeah, so these are my current 2. I'll have another one on the way from a fellow collector in the next couple weeks, which I'm really excited about. And of course, I'll do a short video on that one. But yeah, Mike's still one of my absolute favorite makers. Love the hard use aesthetic, love the focus on ergonomics. Just beautiful users. A lot of detail. I mean, you guys saw all the handwork that was done to this knife. It's pretty incredible. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. Comments or questions, let me know. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. So take care. See you on the next one.